examine the contents. So what we've exported here is the actual PCI file, which is about 70 megabytes. This is the work file that you will open directly in Topo. Here's the backup of your work file here. And this is the index PCG file. So Cyclone will look to this PCG file, and then it'll tell it how many PCI files to open. Again, since I unified, I only have one PCI file. If this had been a point cloud with many point clouds in it, I would have one PCI file for every individual point cloud. So it can vary depending on the amount of point clouds you have. And this covers the export of a work file from Cyclone. Opening a Topo work file and working with the user interface. To start off, you can open up a Topo work file through the Open interface in this window on the left. If you have opened up a previous file, they'll be displayed here, or you can click More and it'll open up a window browser for you to go ahead and find it. Also, you can go to File, Open, and then you can select the CWF file. This is the work file that contains all of the user data. Once open, you notice that there's several windows inside of the main window. These windows can be moved around and placed anywhere you wish. So you can set up a workspace. So you can drag a window and have it free floating. Or after you click and drag it, you can move it to these icons that are visible. And for instance, if I drop it over here, the window will move here. You can also remove windows completely from this area and move it to another monitor. I'll move these two windows to another monitor. And you can see here that this enlarges the main view window. So you can set up the windows any way you'd like. Again, you can just drag and drop the windows. The icons show you the available locations for you to place these windows. You can also use a default layout tool, and this sets all the windows back to the default location. Topo will open up with the new setup window placement that you've made, or you can just use the default setup. Another setup option is the options panel within Cyclone 2 Topo. And here you can set up your units, your angular units, your format for time, coordinate systems, northern, easting, elevation, your font, and these other options here, which I'll be going over later. Once you have these all set up, you can then begin to view the point cloud. You can use a Pane tool, which I'm using right now. This is Pane, and it left mouse pans and zooms with both mouse buttons or the wheel. You can also use a free rotate mode, which is just like Cyclone in terms of left mouse rotates, both mouse buttons zoom, and then the mouse wheel also zooms, and then right is the rotate. So you can pretty much set your view anywhere you want. It's very, very easy. We also have this idea of the aerial view pane. When I zoom in, you can see the triangle shows you the representative view in the main view pane. You can use this triangle to move around the view in this manner, so you can quickly get to a place of interest. And then you can just zoom back out and you'll see the triangle grow. You can also just redock the pane anywhere you want. It's very, very flexible and quick to do so. Also, there is the center viewpoint option, which just basically centers your viewpoint anywhere you click. There's also the plan view button, sets the view back to plan view in the coordinate system that the cloud is in. The default view is always going to be Z up for topographic work. You're basically always in this view to place survey points. You can also go to the next tilt angle. You can see the view tilt all the way to elevation. This is just a preset tilt instead of manually tilting yourself. There's a step zoom in, step out, and there's a zoom all. So all of these functions together make it fairly easy to navigate around the point cloud.